What's up, Soul Family, everyone out there in the world? This is Humidity to Entity Tarot, and this is going to be a reading for the collective for the new moon in Cancer. So, with the new moon in Cancer, all new moons mean a new start is coming. But first, let's talk about this full moon that we just experienced in the cardinal sign of Capricorn. So, with all full moons, this puts us in the energy of surrender to the divine. Alright? So we need to surrender to the divine and start manifesting. Full moons are not a time to manifest, rather than a time to protect of what we are already accumulated in our lives. So, with that being said, the full moon that we just experienced was the full moon in Capricorn. So, since it was the full moon in Capricorn, a cardinal moon. So, with cardinal moon, this was a time that we all took, or others who were dealing with, were bold and made the first move, or we made the first move ourselves. Alright? So, and moving on to full moon in Capricorn, this is all a time for all of us, where all of us was ending tough cycles, because with the full moon in Capricorn, the end of a tough cycle approaches. This had us all initiate practicality when it came to our situations, circumstances, thoughts and feelings, or whoever we were dealing with as a person, or whatever place or thing we were dealing with as well. Now, with the first full moon we get is the Four of Pentacles. So, with this full moon in Capricorn being a full moon, with the full moon energy itself, taking out the Capricorn energy for a second, we were all holding on to things too tightly that we needed to let go of. But with this full moon in Capricorn, we or others took a bold step and made an approach. Okay, so be bold and made the first move. And with this first card that we get for this is the Strength card. Alright? So with the Strength card, this is us being strong with whatever move we needed to do during this time. Now, if you've been watching my general readings for the sun being in Cancer, you would see that a lot of healing has been happening. A lot of changes have been happening. A lot of shifts have been happening during this time. So, we all needed the strength during this full moon in Capricorn, being a cardinal moon, to move forward with what we needed to do in order to let go of stuff, of people, places, and things, circumstances, situations that were no longer for us, serving us for our highest good and the betterment of our own well-being. Now, since it was a full moon, the card that we got for the full moon in Capricorn is the Queen of Swords. So, we became self-aware and became independent and stood in our truth. We also possibly gained some clarity during this full moon in order to let go of what didn't serve us during this time. Alright, so with that being said, let's move on to the new moon that we're about to experience. So, with all new moons, this is a time where new stuff starts. Like this card says, new moon, a new start is coming. So, with all new moons, new starts happen. Alright? In this case, this is a new moon in Cancer. So we are having, there's another cut. Governmental people are going crazy with their fake ass bullshit at the time. Anyways, with the new moon in Cancer, this is a time where we're having a new ways of initiating emotions. Alright? For all of us as a collective. Now with the new moon itself, for this first new moon, we get the Ten of Wands. So we're going to have a new start where we're going to drop burdens, where we're going to drop whatever doesn't serve us for our highest good and well-being. Alright? Okay, so with this new moon in Cancer, we are going to have a commitment to ourselves, the higher thing. Alright, so we're going to be committed to ourselves and doing what's best for us, starting off in the energy of the new moon in Cancer. So, Like the Hierophant, he follows traditional values and is a committed individual, and this is a card of commitment. So we could either be committed to people that we are around at this time and dropping responsibilities or not responsibilities, but burdens that we no longer serve us, in order to be committed to those who are for us and are for our higher selves and who are for the betterment of our own well-being. Now, with that being said, we move on to the full moon in Aquarius. So, with the full moon in Aquarius, this is a fixed moon. Alright, so with all fixed moons, this is a time where we need to hold our vision. Don't worry about this. I'm getting your card soon. But just pay attention to the message. Forget the physicality for a second. But with all fixed moons, this is a time to hold your vision. So, with the fixated energy being in the sign of Capricorn, and not Capricorn but Aquarius, and Aquarius being that fixated energy, we need to hold our vision on whatever we are doing moving forward within our lives. Now, since it is going to be a full moon, this is another time where we need to surrender to the divine. Alright? Our second card for the full moon in general is the Five of Wands. So, there's going to be conflict. Not conflict like the Five of Swords or defeat, like major conflict, but minor conflict, like little tweaks we need to make. See how the people are fighting and they're not actually killing each other, but just training. Well, and you can even see that this guy over here is just playing with himself, not even fighting really. So, this isn't a bad conflict, this is a major conflict, this is minor conflict that we are dealing with. And we are going to be solving this minor conflict during the full moon in Aquarius. Or with this next full moon. With the full moon in Aquarius, though, we are going to be, it gets the first, well, the tarot card that we get for the full moon in Aquarius is the Queen of Cups. So, this is us taking care of ourselves, taking care of what we feel we need to take care of as far as ourselves, in order to take care of others during this time of the full moon in Aquarius. Alright? Now, moving on to the new moon in Leo. This is us. This new moon in Leo is another fixed fixed moon. Which, before I go to that new moon in Leo, let's pull one card for this fixed moon. Fixed full moon in Aquarius. So, we get the Sun card. Apologize about the reward, but Spirit told me that I needed to do this, and so, as I feel being called to do so, here it is. Now, with the Sun card, this is us being in a happy place. Alright? So we're going to be in a happy place during this full moon in Aquarius, while it's being a fixed moon. Alright, so we're going to find happiness within our own ways, our own fixed ways of thinking and communicating during this full moon in Aquarius. Now we move into new moon in Leo. So, with the new moon in Leo, this is another new moon. So, another new start is coming. So, with another new start, this is, well, the tarot card for this new start is the Seven of Cups. So, we could be having a lot of choices during this new moon in Leo when that time comes, which will be next month. But with this new moon, we are going to have a lot of choices. Mind you, that we should all narrow our choices down to one or two things and not to be too scattered all over the place. This is also a card of dreams, so we could dream about what we want in the future during this new moon in Leo. So, again, with this new moon in Leo being a fixated sign, and Leo being fixated on its own ways of seeing the emotions and feelings, this is a time where we need to hold our vision. Alright, so hold the vision during this new moon in Leo, and with the new moon, fixed moon in general, we get the Page of Wands. Alright, so with the Page of Wands, this is us holding our vision of whatever vision we have given birth to that we're passionate about. Alright? We must not allow negativity to deter us from this vision while this is a fixated moon, and continue to move forward with this vision. Alright? So, with the new moon in Leo in itself, we need, this is, well, the tarot card for this new moon in Leo is the Knight of Pentacles. So, with the Knight of Pentacles, during this new moon in Leo time that we're coming into next month, we need to be practical. We need to be thinking and be slow and take a methodical approach and take our time on whatever this vision is. Take our time and have patience towards whatever this vision is, and be practical about it. Now, I'm going to pull one card for each, well, two cards for each zodiac sign. Aries through Pisces. So Aries, you get the moon and the tower. So for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising and Mars, during the time of this new, between the full moon in Capricorn to the new moon in Leo, you guys need to pay attention to your intuition and to embrace the unknown. There could also be a tower moment that's happening, and with this tower moment, you will have to accept the tower being fallen. So with clarifying the tower is the King of Pentacles. So letting the tower fall will put you in a position to where you have everything you want and need in your life. And as far as the moon goes, you get the Eight of Swords. So by embracing this unknown, you may have negative thoughts which transmute into negative feelings, affect you during this time of the full moon in Capricorn to the new moon in Leo. Now, moving on to Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I'll pull two cards out for y'all. Now, you get the Two of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. So with the Two of Pentacles, this is you juggling choices. You may have choices that you, or a choice or decision that you need to make in the material world. You may be questioning yourself whether or not you should start a business, start a relationship, which that more into Cups energy, but with Pentacles, business, personal business, or work, or whatever you're doing in the material world. Now with the Nine of Pentacles, this is saying that during this time of the full moon in Capricorn to the new moon in Leo, you will be in a place of material insufficiency and independence, which is really good and very to the point. Now with the Two of Pentacles, you get the Knight of Swords. So this is you, if you are decided whether or not to go for this material thing, whether it be business, project, goal, or aspiration, the Knight of Swords is telling you to go for it. Alright? Go for it, go for your dreams, continue and strive for what you really want, and do not stop yourself from going after what you really want. And with the Nine of Pentacles, you get the Three of Swords. So, between the times of this full moon in Capricorn that we just experienced to the new moon in Leo, you could be in a place of heartbreak. You could have had something happen, or a breakup, or somebody courting you, or something, but you need to transmute all that negativity into positive energy, aka positive thoughts and positive feelings. Now, moving on to Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising for your two cards. Now, you get the Knight of Pentacles and the Death card. So, with the Knight of Pentacles, you are taking a slow, practical, and methodical, and logical, practical, and really taking your time after going after whatever it is that you are wanting to go after, Gemini. So, with that being said, yeah, take your time, but you also get the Death card. So, you need to transform whatever it is that you need to transform during this full moon in Capricorn to the new moon in Leo, in order to strive for what you really want, what you desire, and remove any type of negativity and transform that negativity into positivity by creating positive thoughts and positive feelings about whatever circumstance, situation you are dealing with. Now, with the Knight of Pentacles, you get the Two of Swords clarifying the Knight of Pentacles. So, you need to listen to your intuition and decide, and there's a decision, what you need to do. I'm going to pull one more card out because that is a very kind of foggy energy. Okay, you need to decide to remain grounded in your emotions and to go in after what you want and desire. Now, the Death card is clarified by the Page of Pentacles. Alright, so you need to transform anything and everything that does not serve you in order to go after what you want to want and put out into the world as far as the material world goes. Now, moving on to Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Mercury is Virgo. So, moving on to Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Alright, so pulling 2 cards out for you. So knowing this time of the full moon in Capricorn to the new moon in Leo, you get the Hierophant, which is you are being committed to something or committed to yourself and following traditional values and traditional ways of doing things. And your second card that you get is the Eight of Pentacles. So you need to work hard on whatever you're working on and what you're working for and mastering this craft that you want to master. And the Hierophant is clarified by the Page of Swords, so you need to adapt yourself to the situation and be committed to whatever you're doing, but do your best to check your communication or check your thoughts before you speak. But Astrolo says, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. But what happens when it's time for you to be God, right? For you to show wisdom. Alright, sometimes you gotta use that energy of negativity sometimes, but just make sure it is for the best of your good and don't just go off on somebody just because I said that. Alright, so the Eight of Pentacles, you get the Two of Cups clarifying the Eight of Pentacles. So, the Two of Cups clarifying the Eight of Pentacles, this is you working on something that is either dealing with a relationship, a new relationship, or whatever your higher self is feeling called for you to do. Now, moving on to Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. See what is going on for you guys going between the full moon in Capricorn to the new moon in Leo. So, with your first card being the Page of Wands, you have given birth to a vision. You have given birth to a passion that you want to go after. And your second card that you get is the King of Swords. You are being very up in your head and analytical and logical about it. This is good, yes, but sometimes you need to add emotion before you overthink yourself out of this passion vision, because passion and visions deal with fire. King of Swords is dealing with air. If you know what air does to fire, then it's not hard to figure out why this can overthink yourself out of that vision. Now, with the Page of Wands, it gets clarified by the World card. So as long as you can continue to go after what you've given birth to as far as this passionate vision, you will complete a cycle in your life. You will be able to complete, and this will be very good for the betterment of your own self as well as your life as a whole. Now with the King of Swords, this is clarified by the Hermit. So the King of Swords, the Hermit card is telling you to go within, seek inner guidance, seek inner wisdom. Do not let these thoughts divert you from this new vision that you've given birth to, and instead follow the guidance and follow the wisdom of your higher self through your intuition. Now, moving on to Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and Mercury's. So your two cards are the Six of Wands, being the first card, so you are in a place of victory and feel victorious and have gone through a lot of stuff to get to that victory point, as well as the Eight of Wands, which is action towards whatever you want and desire. Now, clarifying the Six of Wands is the Ten of Cups. So, with the Ten of Cups, you are in a place of happiness and abundance, even through these tough cycles that you've endured in the past, and this is putting you in the energy of victory. But remember to not feel too on top of the world, because once you feel too on top, the only way to go is down, aka what goes up must come down. So you got to keep that equilibrium and that balance, and strive and carry yourself, and always do your best to improve yourself day after day. Now, but know that you are in a very happy home and a very abundant place during this time. Now, with the Eight of Wands, it's clarified by the Four of Pentacles. So, this is you taking action towards what you want and desire, but holding on to things that no longer serve you could stop you from taking action. You got to let go of what doesn't serve you, or if this is something that you are doing, going after, remain a hold of it. Alright, remain a hold of whatever you're wanting to do and what you are desiring for yourself. Make sure it's for your highest good and the betterment of your own well-being and your life as a whole. Now, moving on to Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So your two cards that you get between the full moon and Capricorn to the new moon and Leo is the Queen of Swords as your first card. So you are very self-aware, very independent, and speaking your truth. Alright, and also in a place of giving good advice to others at the moment. But do your best to not be too much in your truth to where you're knocking people down or cutting them with your sword, aka cutting them with your communication. And the last card you get, but not least, is the King of Wands. So, with the King of Wands, this is you being passionate over a vision, taking that leadership role. But continue to do this vision or this goal that you're wanting to do, or whatever you're working on as far as this vision. Don't let the experience of things not coming into fruition as fast as they want make you quit from this vision, because the King of Wands, if the thing seems like it's coming out of what he's doing, he will quit and drop that vision. Alright? Don't let the thinking, deter you from the vision, and remain leadership over that vision. Now, with the Queen of Swords, you get the Seven of Wands. Alright? So, with the Seven of Wands, you need to prevent yourself from negative thoughts and feelings, and stay true to yourself and independent and self-aware. Be very self-aware of what thoughts and feelings that you are agreeing with, and get rid of and throw away any negative thoughts and feelings that may come your way by transmuting them into positive thoughts and feelings. Now, with the King of Wands, you get the Knight of Cups. So this is a vision that you are emotionally connected to in a very powerful way. So, with that being said, don't let the fruition or things not growing the way you want to deter you from what you are doing with this vision. Now, moving on to Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Mars. I'm going to get a drink. Okay. Now, your two cards is, with the first card being the Eight of Pentacles. So you are working and mastering a craft that you want to put out into the material world. Keep on working hard and keep on mastering what you will master in order to put it out into the world when it comes to that material thing that you are working on. And your next card that you get is the Two of Cups. So with the Two of Cups, this is you listening, or two stories, either listening to your higher self and going after whatever you're working on, or this is dealing with a relationship that you feel close to that is a new relationship, alright, or a new start in an existing one. With the Eight of Pentacles, this gets clarified by the King of Wands. So this is a vision that you're taking leadership role in. But like I said with Libra, do not let the experience of things not growing the way you want to deter you from this vision. Continue to work and master this craft that you're working on, and continue to be the leader of this vision. Now with the Two of Cups, this gets clarified by the Knight of Cups. So this is something that's a relationship, I feel like. So move forward with true and positive and pure intentions toward this relationship, or this is something that you're emotionally connected to, that your higher self is calling you to go after. There's humidity, man. Anyways, moving on to Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Jupiter. Let's see what two cards you get for during the time of the full moon in Capricorn to the new moon in Leo. Now, with the Devil card as your first card, Sagittarius, you may be experiencing fear or spheres of reality by accepting negative thoughts and feelings. Do your best to not let that fear or sphere of reality affect you, and to create and transmute any negative thoughts and feelings, and create positive thoughts and feelings to break you out of the devil's chains and break you out of fear. So, and then your next card that you get is the Moon. So, with the Moon, this is dealing with the unknown and your intuition. So, with the unknown and your intuition, following your intuition and embracing the unknown may cause some fear as well. Clarifying the Devil is the Six of Wands. So, even though you may be experiencing fear or spheres of reality, know that you are in a place of victory. Know that you are in a place of feeling victorious by getting through but don't let this feel or sphere of reality affect you from feeling victorious, because you are in a place of victory by going through hardships to get to that place of victory, which those hardships may be installing fear in you as well, but don't let them do that to you. Don't let those negativity do that to you. Now with the Moon is clarified by the Hermit card. So with the Hermit card being here, and this is saying to seek inner guidance, follow your intuition, follow your inner wisdom, and your higher self will lead you along the way while embracing the unknown. Now let's see what Capricorn has coming for them, to y'all Capricorns, during the full moon in Capricorn to the new moon in Leo. Now, draw it. Okay. So your first card, Capricorn, is the Two of Cups. So you are either, two stories here again, you are either listening to your higher self and going after what you feel called to go after, or you're dealing with a new or existing relationship that is starting a new, an existing relationship that's starting a new cycle within that relationship. Alright? But we'll clarify that when we get to it. But your second card is the Seven of Wands. So you need to prevent yourself from allowing negative thoughts and feelings to affect you. Do not let these negative thoughts and feelings affect you, and transmute those negative thoughts and feelings into positive thoughts and feelings. You know, drop your guard down, because whatever you're guarding against may not be something that you need to guard from, but you do need to guard yourself from negative thoughts and feelings. Create that higher perspective and you will be good. Clarifying the Two of Cups is the Three of Pentacles. So this is your higher self telling you, giving you the call to go after a creative endeavor, or creative or going after an aspiration that you want that's dealing with the creative realm. Or you are needing to work on this relationship that you have started, or the existing relationship, and work together with the other person during this time. Now with the 7 of Wands, you get the 4 of Wands. So even though you feel like you need to guard yourself against thoughts and feelings, or against, you feel like you need to guard yourself from others, you don't need to, because the 4 of Wands is saying that you are in a happy place, that you're in a happy home, that you are everything that you want to need. You could even be getting married for some of you, which could cause anxiety, but not all of you. But yeah, know that you're in a happy home, and know that good things are in your vicinity during this time. Now, moving on to Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Saturn's. So, Aquarius, your first card is the Knight of Cups. So you are emotionally going after something that you're emotionally connected towards, whether that be a relationship, a business that you're loving, that you've given your emotions towards, or a person, place, or thing. Regardless of what it is, you're emotionally going after your wants and desires. Now, with your second card being the 10 of Wands, this is saying that you have a lot of burdens that you're carrying. Alright, so you need to drop these burdens, leave everything in the past that needs to be left in the past in order to move forward. Clarifying the Knight of Cups is the Ace of Swords. So you have gained clarity and understanding about what you need to do with this new idea and whatever you're emotionally connected towards. Alright, so you gain the clarity of this emotional thing that you're connected to, and moving forward with said emotional, whatever you're emotionally connected with. Now with the 10 of Wands, it gets clarified by the Strength card. So with the 10 of Wands clarified by the Strength card, you are in a place of being strong. Okay, you need to be strong during these times of holding these burdens, leave everything in the past, and have the strength to leave this burdens in the past. Alright? Be strong within yourself, know that you are good enough, and continue to move forward. Now, moving on to the last sign, but definitely not least, Pisces. So, Pisces, your first card you get is the Ace of Cups. So, with the Ace of Cups, this is new love, new emotional connection to a person, place, thing, situation, or circumstance, maybe a business or something that you are giving your love to, but it's a new love, alright? And a birth of a new love. The second card is the Sun card during this time of the full moon in Capricorn to the new moon in Leo. So you are in a very happy place during this time between the full moon in Capricorn to the new moon in Leo. So know that there's happiness and abundance in your life, and that you don't need to stress yourself out when it comes to knowing whether or not you are in a happy place or not. The Ace of Cups is clarified by the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords is you meditating, resting, recuperating, and pondering about whatever it is that you're emotionally connected to, which is again going to build and give birth to even more emotions by meditating, recuperating, and resting. Now with the Sun card, the Sun is clarified by the Eight of Cups. So as long as you leave whatever it is that is no longer serving you for your highest good and betterment of your well-being, you will end up in a place of happiness during this time of the full moon in Capricorn to the new moon in Leo. Alright? And with that being said, that is the new moon in Cancer reading. I hope this helped. And until next time, peace.